BS Roll. I'm your forever DM, and we play Dungeons and Dragons and stuff.
Yay.
And stuff.
A
cough almost killed me. That was horrible.
Yeah, Ryan almost died, so...
That has been happening to me lately, where I'll just be like sitting there watching TV, and then I'll breathe, and then like I start choking, and Rachel's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "I don't think so."
Or when you swallow your spit or your tongue and you choke a lot, that's fun.
Phil swallows my spit a lot.
And his tongue.
By tongue, he means dick.
No, I mean tongue.
Oh, okay.
The dick comes later.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, the tongue is the...
it's called foreplay.
The dick or the tongue?
Yes.
I mean, no judgment here.
Yeah, as long as y'all safe.
Sounds a little judgy.
Not safe at all.
As long as we have safe words, we're all fine. We're all good.
Penelope Cruz.
Pineapple.
Yeah.
Porn star?
That's your safe word, porn star.
I just thought we were saying P words. My bad.
Mine is don't stop.
This is really confusing.
Mine's Worcestershire.
You didn't say it right.
Exactly.
Mine's aluminium, just like that.
Oh, yeah.
Stop.
Little Johnny Ive.
There it is. Thank you.
Yummy.
I don't get it.
And you still have more.
Yes, there's just one set left in there.
So British people don't say aluminum the same way; they say aluminium.
I thank you for explaining.
And Johnny Ive, former Apple dude, would say it 8,000 times in a video when he would describe something made out of aluminium.
I miss the days of Johnny Ives introducing product, though.
He's actually getting ready to announce a product and do his own thing.
Yeah, that's why he departed from Apple.
Yeah, like 8 years ago.
Forever ago, yeah. Anyway, we're doing stuff, I think.
No,
welcome to our Apple fan cast.
This is our Apple podcast now.
Brought to you by Samsung.
Brought to you by Bing.
This is the Apple podcast that you can find on Apple Podcasts.
This is actually AI. We just wrote a Copilot script, and we're just letting it happen. So, October.
Banana.
Oops.
Fizz bitch.
What are we doing?
I rolled an 18 on Let's Get the Show going.
Dude, I already rolled 1,198.
I rolled a 19, so that's pretty okay.
For a second, I thought I broke D&D Beyond.
D&D Beyond is going to get fucky, so...
Hot garbage.
I rolled 24 D100s.
Like, they're just going to change all the rules and spells and stuff.
And your computer didn't fucking blow up from doing that?
No, I thought it was going to.
Anyways, you guys were trying to save the city of Highwood, and you guys failed and destroyed the whole city. Good job.
Yeah, who did that?
To be fair, we didn't actually destroy the city. They destroyed their city. We ran.
True.
That's true. The Zindars have now become a dragon cult, worshipping their new dragon deity, Thanophorus, which the most recent intel suggests Thanophorus is actually Vincent and the oldest of the Zindar brothers. The Zindar brother that was in Highwood, along with his army, destroyed Highwood and made their way to Waterford. Mav and the Night Roses were going to get intel on the ongoing situation in Waterford, what the paladins and clerics were doing, and how the war was going. The Four Thorns, meanwhile, are collecting allies, and their first stop through the forest was to the town of Silkgarge. On the outskirts of the town, the Raven Queen's temple. On the way there in the forest, they were attacked by some acid-infused goblins. That's horrible. Acid-infused goblins, and we're doing a little investigation on the forest and these goblins.
I rolled a 1,036, in case you're wondering.
Thanks. They were headed a little northward as they followed the trail that the goblins came from. They left one alive, buried them up to their head, and left.
I forgot we did that.
And then covered it with leaves, so it didn't throw acid at us.
Yep. So you guys are headed northward, going and following the trail of goblin foot tracks to see if you can find anything about acid and forest and spookiness.
Well, I think we said that we were only going to go so long. We were going to continue the path for an hour or two, and then we were going to turn back because we wanted to go to the temple.
Okay.
So are we still headed towards the temple, or are we headed away from the temple?
You're headed away from the temple.
Yeah, we're heading on. The last thing we did was all right, we'll follow this for an hour or two.
Yep.
So we haven't done the following part yet.
Yep.
Adventure.
Yeah, follow for an hour or two.
Okay.
So I start walking north.
You're north, and you need to go southwest.
Rolled a 10 for walking north.
You fail. You all die. Trees fall on you.
Hell yeah, I can go home and play Starfield now.
Starfield, really?
Yeah, I got into it.
Do you just put boxes over people's heads so you can steal stuff?
No.
You can do that in Skyrim and Fallout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's just a lot to this game. Anyway, that's not what we're talking about right now.
So you guys follow this trail for about 30 or so minutes, keep going northward. You're kind of almost trekking where you were, but a little bit further north. And you're headed towards the shady forest. You know that you guys were sent south from Maplemire along the Durdell Road, and you jumped into the forest between the Riverway Road and the Plumside Road if you're looking at a map. So you follow this about 30 minutes. And you do see a grove, an open area, surrounded by trees. It seems to be some kind of a camp, but it's very desolate. It seems like it hasn't been used or lived in for a while now, but the footprints are leading you here.
I investigate the camp.
You're pretty sneaky. You want to go take a look?
That too.
Okay. Roll an investigation.
20. Dirty.
Dirty 20.
You find a building full of adversaries. Do you choose to fight them yourself, or do you choose to call your friends in?
You
Is
look at
Matt
it and
here
go,
giving
I
me a
got
thumbs
this.
up?
What do you know about goblins?
I don't know much about
He's
goblins.
gobbling D's nuts.
Oh!
So you're just seeing a camp that seems to be desolate. There's nothing around you. Trees are surrounding it, but it does seem like there is a camp, and at some time there was activity.
I inform that to the rest of the group.
All right. Are there footprints leading away from said camp?
There's footprints all over the place.
I mean, can we investigate the camp, go into the camp and take a look?
Yeah.
All right, I want to do that.
So you get into the camp. What do you know about goblins?
Well, it's me roll a history.
Yeah, roll a history check.
I don't know fucking anything. I got a 5.
Oh,
You don't know fucking anything.
I got a 19.
I got a 21.
With the 19 and 21, you guys know that goblins sometimes have a forward base of sorts, like a hunting camp maybe. Their main fortress is usually a kind of camp they live in or a cave they live in. This seems to be a hunting camp. You know that goblins can kind of span miles apart from their main hub, or it could be close to the base. You're really not quite sure. You would have to do more tracking and following, would
it be an investigation check to see if we could determine the freshest footfalls?
It would be a survival check.
You're a survival check.
I'm not going to give up. Let me roll the survival check then.
Okay.
Because I've got advantage and +3.
Oh, nice.
I got a 3 for my survival check.
19.
19. You do see fresher footprints, and they are where you came from because they were leaving.
Oh, okay. So it looked like the goblins left from here.
Sneak points out. I see tracks over here.
And there's tracks everywhere, all around the camp, going kind of on all directions. You can't really discern where maybe their main hub was.
Okay. Well, Babylon, I know we talked about going partially into the woods and then potentially, or you were for sure wanting to head back. Maybe we can take a straight line towards the west and then kind of cut back towards where we need to go towards the temple and see if we can find anything that way.
Sure. Follow me. So we head west.
Someone roll a nature check for me.
Let's see. What is Judy Chop? What's he doing? Oh, he's got a +0,
13.
so nothing.
Anyone above a 13?
I rolled a
I mean-
16.
Gentleman's 4.
Gentleman's 4. Rolling great.
14.
14.
Rolled 16.
So everyone but Babylon recognizes that this is kind of odd for goblin behavior. They tend to hunt, eat, and then bring stuff back to their hub. It's odd that there's stuff decaying in here. Like it hasn't been touched in a while. Goblins usually very resourceful. They hunt, but they take what they hunt and they either eat it or send it off. They don't leave rotting meat hanging around or rotting hides laying around. Like these goblins seem to have been here for a while and they've left stuff.
Just since we're here at the camp and there's no one around, can we look to see if there's any useful stuff that isn't rotting or decaying?
This is goblin stuff. Your typical spears and hunting bows and stuff like that.
They do have a
Gimme
free
darns.
trial of AOL for 30 days.
It comes in one of those CD-ROM discs.
Yeah.
Oh, I rolled a 3. That package is not sealed. Don't trust it.
You can use it as a frisbee, though.
Deal, taking it.
So you guys want to head west?
If
Yeah.
that's the route that we need to get whichever
You said we're
west or east, whichever we need to do to get back toward. Basically, we want to make like a triangle. So we went up north, and so we either want to go east or west, whichever,
it'd be west.
to head towards the temple,
South-
and then circle back.
It'd be
Or-
we want to go west and then south is what you're saying.
yeah.
Because the temple is south.
Yep.
Kind of southwest. So you guys want to head west.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay.
West.
You travel about 30 minutes and you see kind of goblin footprints, but they kind of peter out.
Damn it, Peter.
Fucking Peter beat us to it again.
All right. Well, I guess we should probably start heading towards the temple. Deal's a deal.
All right. Onward to the temple, please.
Onward to the temple.
This isn't going to come back and haunt us. It's fine.
Definitely not. Never.
No, never. It's only just a creepy forest. So you guys are getting long rest every time.
Oh, thank fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, dope.
Go ahead.
You've been traveling for about a week now. You are getting a long rest every night. And as the night progresses, as you kind of bed down in camp, I mean, the forest just seems weird. There's kind of no noise. You would think the nightlife would be like, crickets would be chirping or stuff in the woods. It just seems to be kind of eerily silent and dark.
Hey, is this forest like secret, like weirdly silent and dark to you guys?
Yeah, it definitely feels weird out here, right?
For
Yeah,
sure.
usually you hear bugs.
Yeah,
And
I'm very
Ida, the
unsettled.
expert, the expert on bugs would know.
Yeah, it's very strange. Someone roll a d4 for me.
Babylon. Babylon.
That's a 2.
A 2. Okay.
Now roll 72 d20s from Phil's old ass iPad.
You seem to be traveling safely. It seems to be fine. As you guys get closer to the town of Silkgarge, and you know that Silkgarge is kind of an hour outside of the temple, but this is where you met Zod 100 years ago,
Yeah. 47 lives ago.
47 lives ago. And Silkgarge is kind of the main town. So you guys are about 2 hours outside of that, and you kind of see the city in the horizon. Babylon, you specifically notice a rather large raven hanging out in the trees. It's kind of black and it's huge, humongous, with like silver tips and wings, almost like a piping
Can you clarify, was that tips or tits?
tips.
Okay, just want to clarify.
Like it's silver and it kind of looks like piping almost around the raven, but it's just a big raven.
So am I the only one that sees it?
You're the only one that kind of notices it.
All right. Well, I think Babylon is just gonna like stop walking and not say anything. Just kind of like peter towards the back of the group.
It just kind of watches you. It caws. Everyone will hear the call at that point.
Oh. Babylon's gonna look up and say, "Hey, bud."
It just kind of looks at you with this weird bird-like thing.
I knock one of my goblin
No,
arrows.
no,
I'm
no.
just kidding.
Nah. I'm sure he's here for me for some reason, but they don't like to say words really. So I'm just gonna call him Chefferny for now until we figure out what the hell's happening. All right, so we clock it and keep going.
You keep going?
Yeah.
You notice that the gloom of the forest kind of is lightening at this point after you've kind of passed the raven. It seems like there was kind of maybe a barrier of sorts where the raven was. As you move forward, and the closer you get to the town, you notice more ravens just hanging out. Like kind of just watching you guys, clocking where you are, and doing raven things. Like there's nothing unordinary about the raven
They're
things.
just ravens. There's just a lot of them.
Yep. If someone wants to roll a nature check for me, they can. Babylon, you have advantage because ravens.
First one was an 18. Second was an 8.
Okay, with the 18. Anyone else?
I rolled a 14.
14?
So did I.
14?
15.
So all of you would notice this, that they're for sure flying in a pattern of surveillance, almost like guards would be.
We need to get to the temple, like, now. This is weird.
Yeah, but aren't ravens like kind of like your thing?
Yeah, but I don't know why they're here.
Maybe just keeping a lookout on things.
I mean, maybe.
I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with the Raven Queen. I'm
mean-
not definitely not the smartest.
I mean,
But-
I put that together, but without me talking to the Raven Queen, I don't know what is happening here.
Babylon, maybe you should try asking the Raven a question to ask if it can lead you where you need to go, or
Babylon,
maybe try to get in touch with
is
your
Chefferney
religious,
still around?
with your religious side.
No, just regular ravens.
Yeah. And they're just kind of doing like a surveillance, like watching over you guys, flying in a certain pattern, just kind of around this barrier thing.
Interesting. All right. Well, these are just regular ravens who don't talk, unless someone has to speak with animals, because I don't. I'm a monk,
You're a monk.
and Judy's a fighter, so
I mean, I have it, but if we're this close to the temple, might as well
all right.
press on.
Enoch, because of your connection with Pelor, you sense kind of a weird great power is here. Almost like you felt being in Pelor's temple when you were at home. It's kind of strange in a way because you don't know the Raven Queen at all. You're not really near the Raven Queen's
Is it
temple.
like a good feeling, or is it like ominous, like something here is unholy, unnatural?
It's a presence. Like you would feel worshiping your own god, Pelor. It's just a weight and a presence.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I'm saying, like, does it give me a good feeling or a bad feeling?
The heebie-jeebies or nah?
It gives you a neutral feeling. Like if you were
You
in the
just
presence,
sense that it's there.
yes. If you were in Pelor, it would be awesome. This is my god. This is who I worship. This is just yeah, I'm here.
It's kind of clocking it. That's
Yeah.
what it seems.
Yep.
So I don't know if you're feeling anything, Babylon, but I just have kind of this weight on my chest. Like I feel like I really can't place it,
Mhm.
but I just feel like this place is being watched by something powerful.
I mean,
And whether it's good or whether it's bad, I don't know, but I definitely think it's something, and it probably has something to do with these ravens.
probably, which means it has something to do with me.
So
This might be a place that gives you the heebie-jeebies, considering I am a champion for the literal Queen of Death.
it doesn't necessarily feel bad.
Sure.
It doesn't feel right, but it doesn't feel wrong.
I feel nothing right now, so
So
I appreciate the heads up.
what I want to do though is, I know through previous conversations that we've had, you haven't really been in touch with your religious side, and I think it may help to embrace that, especially here, this being a holy place to you and the Raven Queen. And I'm going to cast guidance on, so I'm going to give you a little +4
I appreciate that.
when you make a check. Or hold on.
It only lasts a minute.
Well, I'll keep upping it as you do things. As you get ready to do something,
Okay.
it looks like you're going to do something.
He's
interact with
readying
it.
the action.
I'm readying
of
the action to cast
of
guidance.
the guidance.
Perfect. Love that.
So I'm just walking, kind of tapping guidance. I'm just staying close to Babylon and trying to channel that the Holy Spirit through them.
The Holy Raven Queen spirit.
Yeah, well, I'm a conduit to the gods, so I'm doing
Yeah, I
my
mean,
best.
technically, I also have a line to Pelor being a fucking paladin, so.
No, you're the paladin of the Raven Queen.
Oh, that's right. I'm a death paladin.
Yeah, it's okay.
A Daladin, if you will. Anyway.
I'm not a life cleric, so it's okay. Don't worry about it.
All the religions.
I'm not part of the life domain, so
It's fine. So as you guys enter the town of Silkgarge, and most of you have been here, actually I think only Babylon and Snee have been here.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think Ida's been here yet.
It's kind of
No, Ida was there because
pretty sure
you guys kept trying to get her to wear the robe, and she
Oh,
said
right.
no.
right.
we went there
That's why
right
your dog has it in the
after
pouch.
Yeah.
Kolobesh died.
No,
Before-
Oh, yeah, that's true. Too.
Because I was trying to find if there in Silkgarge if there was a temple to Pelor.
That's right.
Right, yeah.
So I've been here, but
That was 7 lifetimes ago.
yeah,
7 lifetimes ago. You all would remember that there was like one inn and like a general store and maybe some houses. There seems to be a lot more going on now. There's more construction happening. New houses are being built. A new building that's called the Nevermore. And the streets are a little bit more active. It was kind of a shanty little village.
Yeah.
Now it seems to be more populated. More people are here.
The fuck is happening here? That's what
Uh,
Babylon is thinking as we're walking through.
what was
Hey,
the name of that
Babylon,
building
I think
again?
your pamphlets are
Nevermore.
working.
I would say so. I mean, fuck.
yeah.
Can't wait to go talk to Zah and Cirques and see what the fuck's happening.
Zah is there. You do see Zar with her giant raven.
Hey, Zar.
She is busy directing all the construction that's happening, like almost as a foreman. Like,
Okay. I'll leave her to it. I'll go see what Cirques is up to.
you can talk to her if you want to.
Yeah, let's start there.
Okay. She'll just kind of briefly mention to you. Oh yes. After the Battle of Tegan and Bearborn, the travelers and settlers have made their way here, wanting to be closer to the Raven Queen.
Oh, dope.
So when they die, they can be buried there faster.
The Uber is way less.
Surge pricing, not here.
The one who empowers the champion they saw defeat a dragon. So they want to be closer to that power.
Oh, that's right. I did punch a hole in a dragon.
It's true.
So more people are here now.
Hell yeah. Well, that's great. Town going good. Anything I
Town-
can do?
Nope.
Excellent. Zah, you're always just kicking ass.
Are there those like little like cutouts where it's like you can put your head in and it shows like Babylon punching a hole through a dragon, so like little kids are getting their picture.
There may be some stuffed Babylon
Caricatures drawn.
stuff in a shop somewhere.
I'm telling you, Nevermore is a fucking merch shop.
Hey, what's up with this this new the what is it? The Nevermore?
The Nevermore. It's a new shop. There's some magical stuff there. There's some odds and ends there. The inn has gotten a little bit better. But yeah, the Nevermore is a new shop.
Cool. Well, I'll let you get back to it. I don't want to take you from your very important work here. So,
Very, very busy. Very busy.
well, just know I appreciate it, everything you do, and you're the best. High five. Love you. Bye.
We'll high five you and get busy to work.
Get busy, hell yeah.
All right. All right, guys. I think
She's an old woman.
So?
That's getting laid a lot.
Yeah.
she just railed every night.
She's helping lay pipes and laying pipe, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say, I'm probably gonna go into the temple to talk to the Raven Queen. I mean, obviously y'all are welcome, but you know, this town seems like we could be doing some exploring in here now. So I'll leave it to you guys. You know where I'm heading, so.
I'll join Babylon to the temple.
I'll go as well.
Ida's good out here, but I guess if everybody else is going, I will
I
also.
mean, you can
go,
have a little
so.
side adventure.
Am I still feeling that presence?
Yeah.
I want to pray to Pelor. And
New
be-
phone, who dis?
Yeah. And basically be like, should I enter the temple? Should I help the champion of the Raven Queen?
You'll get a feeling of just as you wish, like your choice.
Cool. Mom said it's okay.
Yeah.
Sleepover.
All right. I want to first, before we head into the temple, follow up with Cirques, see how they're doing.
She is in the temple.
Oh, she's in the temple.
Mm-hmm.
All right, into the temple we are.
Okay. As you make your way to the temple, the last time you guys were here, there was ongoing construction, if you remember 100 years ago. You see that the temple has expanded a great deal. Yeah. The last time you guys were here was a couple months ago.
Yeah, they had built some rooms or something along those lines.
Has now greatly expanded beyond that.
There was a training, little dojo area. That's about all I remember.
There was a training dojo, there was a library, the burial chambers, but now all of that has just gotten bigger.
Don't I technically have a room?
You do have a room that is the underchamber with the blood pool.
That's right. That's how I could talk to the Raven Queen.
You basically drowned yourself. It's fine.
Yeah. Cirques.
So as you enter the temple, you notice that people are still milling about in the temple. There's construction going on. There's scaffolding. There's people milling about. But as you enter, a completely cloaked figure approaches you, Babylon, wearing a white mask, no markings, no distinguishing features. Will just approach you and will say out loud to everybody, the champion returns. And you've heard voices and sparring and stuff and noise and, hammering going on and just dead silent.
I cast guidance.
You now hear just kind of footfalls getting closer to you, and you will see Cirques with now 40 or 50 new students. There's enough room for everybody, which is different. So, yeah.
What's up?
You're back.
And you are?
This is Cirques.
Oh, I was talking to the one in the mask.
Doesn't respond.
Oh, cool. All right.
It actually has peeled off.
Oh, okay. Jeberny. Until I get real names, I'm making up my own.
This would be one of the figures that would help you attend to your needs as you do your ritual to the Raven Queen.
Oh, okay, cool.
We'll grab your robes and give you towels, but they don't.
Man, that's weird. I don't know if I like all that.
Her name's Jeberny. What do you expect?
I just I get the whole religion thing. I do. I'm saying this quietly just to. But being a. You know what? Let's go to my chambers real quick.
No. Finish that thought, Babylon. What do you mean? What about this is not great to you?
Well, we're gonna discuss that, not in front of everybody here.
As Cirques is there with 50 students who are chatting among themselves
Cirques.
and kind of gawking at you, Babylon.
First off, hi friends. Hey,
it's a champion.
what's happening, Cirques? This place looks a little bit different since last I saw.
The word of the defeater of Tegan and Bearborn have made their way to the world.
Huh.
And recruitment has gone up.
Clearly, yeah.
They want to meet you, the champion,
Cool.
and serve
cool.
under you, just as I will.
I mean, dope. Babylon, by the way, just has no fucking idea how to handle this. All right, cool. Yeah. So, what do y'all need from me?
They will kind of just bow and be like, "We're your servants."
Wicked cool. These are my friends. They're all cool.
And you just hear whispering and "Oh yeah, that's the blah blah blah, blah and that's Jackie and the little girl," and just kind of all whispering. And
Babylon, you should try that thing with your cloak.
Oh, I've whipped my cloak.
Massive raven feathers, just almost way too much.
Yeah.
Get some stuck in your mouth.
Yeah.
They just kind of go everywhere.
That I've never seen it that big before. That's what she said. All right, cool. So it seems like things are going fine here.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
We're preparing for the war.
Any trouble come this way yet?
The queen has made sure that it hasn't.
Gotcha. Hey, what's up with the weird why are there like 4,000 ravens here?
Well, she is the Raven Queen.
Yeah, no, I get that, but
That's
Jeopardy.
what I said.
Oh no, well, what did I name the raven?
Chefferny.
Chefferny. The forest feels a little weird and gloomy. It didn't feel like we passed Jeffrey and it was fine.
Which one do you speak of?
The fucking massive raven. Babylon just points out.
With the big silver tits.
Yeah.
Oh,
Silver tittied raven.
that is
I gotta put that in my notes.
the captain of the Raven Guard.
Oh.
Yeah, the ravens are now guards for the city and the temple.
That's fucking cool.
Zerx, sorry to interrupt. Does that raven have a name?
Edgar.
I get it.
Can't wait to meet Alan and Poe.
Well,
I mean, there is a shop called the Nevermore.
I know. I made that connection.
cool. All right, Edgar's his real name. I really like Jeopardy though.
Oh, it was Chefferny.
Chefferny. I'm gonna say it wrong every time.
I got it in my notes. We're good.
All right, cool. So they're awesome. Well, Babylon is just like doesn't know what to say to all this shit that's happening.
Cirques will kind of clock that and just be like, they're here to serve you in the upcoming war.
So, sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I just want to be like kind of sarcastic, just slightly sarcastically, like, champion of the Raven Queen. Do you mind if I speak to Cirx on your behalf?
You may.
Cirx.
Babylon did not catch the sarcasm, by the
yeah.
way.
Yeah, champion of the Raven Queen.
This dick. What?
Champion, let's do it.
How many in numbers are you currently?
There's about 50 people here,
About 50 people.
but some of them have not been trained up completely.
And do any of them have any specialties outside of just martial arts?
We've been training them in the way of the monk, of the astral self.
Okay. Fair enough.
Fuck yeah.
Outside of the Silver Tit Guard, is there any patrols on the city? Anything of that nature? Anything warding against potential attacks?
Also, how far are these ravens going? Are they able to like get intel and bring it back?
They seem to be just circling the city and the temple.
Okay.
This isn't Cirque. This is DM talking.
Yeah.
You're kind of clocking what Altrin is doing in her city, similar to what the Raven Queen is doing, only with ravens.
Oh, just kind of building up the forces, protecting the. Okay.
You definitely clock the similarity of Altrin has her weird thing, and then now the Raven Queen
Now we have our weird thing. Yeah.
with the ravens.
Instead of mind-controlled dorks.
You just have a fuck ton of ravens.
Silver-titted birds.
Silver-titted birds. All right, cool. Well, I'll leave Enoch here to talk through some strategery, or if he has any more questions.
Okay, sounds good.
I need to talk to the queen herself, so if you do excuse me.
Absolutely.
And Babylon will head towards their chamber.
Give me roll a 2d10 for me.
Well, 2d10. That's a... hey, stop it. Okay, hold on. I got a 5 and a 7.
And what's that total?
12.
12. So Cirques will point out 12 monks who seem to be suitable to follow you and to whatever war you're headed towards.
And who are they?
I don't have 12 names for you. So you can name 12 monks if you'd like, and they would be about level 5 or 6
Cool.
to accompany you as we go to... These
War.
would be your allies.
As we go to war.
How's Judy doing with all these people that are like worshiping Babylon the same way he does?
He's cool with it.
Yeah,
Okay.
Judy
Yeah.
seems fine.
Fair
I'll
enough.
look over to Judy and be like, hey, I can get you a cool cloak if you want it.
You're like, hey, Judy, relax for a bit, and you're like, okay, and then you walk away, and he still continues
Yeah,
to follow you.
he's
100%.
He's the shadow.
Yeah.
100%. So you will leave your companions and
Yeah, they seem safe in the fucking Temple of the Raven Queen, so I think it'll be fine.
Okay. Before we do that, does anyone want to do anything while...
Yeah. I'm doing this to let you guys do some scenes here. Check out the town. Have conversations.
Make us do scenes in your town. None of this means shit to us.
Yeah, but it can if there's shit to explore, is what I'm saying.
Snee will actually go towards one of the altars in the temple and kind of just sit and actually pray to the Raven Queen.
Okay. One of the attendants will kind of watch over you. Creepily.
That's hot.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think, really. So much on my mind right now. Zerx, do you know what the range of these birds circling the city are? And if there's any ability to send them long distances, or are they stuck in the proximity of the city?
That would be a question for the queen, for she empowers them. I'm not sure.
Hey, Babylon!
Yeah.
Hey, when you go talk to the queen, will you ask about what the birds can do? What them birds do?
Yeah, I'll ask what them birds do. Got it. Yeah.
All right, thanks. Thanks, Babylon.
All right, love you. Bye.
As far as I'm aware, they don't leave the area.
Okay. And then I know there's been a lot of refugees from other places. Have there been any other temples to other deities built here? And are there any refugees that are followers of Pelor that you're aware of?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
They all seem to be pointing towards the Raven Queen.
Fair enough. That's all I got.
As there's like a statue being built of Babylon of like punching a dragon.
Babylon, as they're walking past that away from the group, just goes in their head, it's fucking weird.
And I walk away from Circus. That's all I go. Fucking weird.
You yourself, you're a man of the cloth.
I don't really say fucking weird. Yes, I'm a man of cloth.
Hmm.
I don't actually say fucking weird.
He thought
That
that.
was a bit.
I know. This is just Cirx making conversation with you.
Yeah, I'm a devout follower of Pelor. Not like what these pretenders that have been taking up these cities and attacking with dragons. I am a devout follower and do not want to bring unnecessary death upon cities and people.
Well, death is necessary.
I understand that it's necessary, but it should run its course, and there's no need to ferry all these souls to the Raven Queen. These people deserve lives. And I understand sometimes death finds us sooner. But at the rate that these people are doing it in the name of Pelor does not sit well with me.
We'll get along just fine.
Ooh.
Enoch smiles.
And Cirx is, by the way, missing an arm.
Yeah. She's straight up missing an arm.
That's
Yeah,
perfectly fine, missing an arm.
Yeah.
So I guess I would ask, I don't mean to pry, but what happened to you?
The attack on Waterford. I was fighting, and I had to leave an arm behind.
And what caused you to leave that arm? Like, what drove you to leave your arm behind and run?
Crushing rocks.
Sure. So, you talk about
Asked and answered.
death is inevitable, but yet you chose to run away from it.
Wouldn't you run away from fiery death?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm just saying. You made a comment about death finds us all, but also on the flip side, you ran away from death.
Well, none of us are immortal. I have my time.
Exactly. That's what I was saying.
And it
You've
wasn't
got your
my time.
All right. We will get along just well.
They go in the corner and make out.
I'm about to say, just go fuck.
All right. Anyone else?
Just a handy with the good arm. It's super strong.
Ooh. Anyone else want to do anything while they're in the Temple of the Raven Queen?
Oh, all Ida's doing is Ida went back outside because the temple makes her uncomfy, and she's outside arguing with a bird.
Please cut to that scene right now.
Ida canonically does not like birds.
Oh, how about this? Is there like any windows in the temple?
Yeah.
So like I go to try to find like a sunnier window to like pray to Pelor, and I look out and I see Ida yelling at a bird.
I mean, there's a shit ton of ravens out here.
Yeah, she fucking hates birds.
So what is she doing out there? That's what we want to know. Give us some flavor.
You want me to argue with a bird?
I don't see if to, like role play it, but what if we were to look outside?
I feel like they're just kind of everywhere, and she's just like, stay the fuck away from me.
just like she's in a mass of people she doesn't want to be around, and they keep like accidentally touching her.
Yeah, basically, but it's birds.
Probably like she's like trying to pick up rocks, but then like they're landing like on the rocks right by her, and she's like, "Get the fuck away from me!"
She's definitely picking up rocks, and then like she's like pulling her arm back, like she's gonna chuck the rock at the bird because that's what she would normally do. But she realizes that this is not the time to chuck rocks at birds.
That's very Ida.
So
a single tear comes from Enoch, and it's like, she's learning. She's starting to believe.
As you look out the window, you just see like a bunch of birds flying around, and they're like a circle, like a grove of Ida. Just
and ravens are like naturally curious and stuff too, so they want to come like hang out with her, and she's just like, fuck off.
they're just kind of just a nice circle around Ida.
How do you spell Cirx's name again?
SIRX.
Oh, so close. And what are their pronouns?
She is a she.
Okay. Physical description?
I don't remember.
Same. No idea.
Hot. Got it.
Yeah.
Hot.
I always picture the
I always picture. Her as
I
like
always
a-
picture
like an
from
elf, like a
the
half
first
elf.
Doctor Strange movie, the like gosh, I cannot remember her freaking name, but she's like their leader or whatever. That's always what I picture for her for some fucking reason.
Oh.
The great one.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Oh
great one,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
The old
yeah.
Why
one.
can't I?
I do believe she is bald. She
Yeah.
may have white hair.
So I just put Zerx, she, hot to go.
Yep.
Hot to
Perfect.
So
hot like Papa John.
Daddy John's.
Whoa, that was wild.
Some hot garlic sauce.
All over my tits.
This is the weirdest yes ending I've ever been a part of.
So there I was, garlic sauce all over my titties.
So
Whose line is it anyway? It's all in the background.
Snee is praying to the Raven Queen while an attendant attends to them. Enoch, you're trying to pray to Pelor, and you're seeing Ida flail around with some ravens.
If that doesn't sum up this adventuring party, I don't know what fucking.
So, Babylon, you will enter your chamber, and the pool is there in front of you. There's a couple attendants hanging around.
Oh, what's up, guys?
They don't say anything.
You know, you can talk. It's fine.
They still don't say anything.
All right, cool. Just know you have my permission to speak whenever. All right, cool. Babylon will put their robe on and cannonball.
They will actually help you disrobe and
Oh.
fold up things and
Okay.
stand back towards and let you do your thing.
Thank you. And then Babylon just goes into the pool of blood.
Okay. This is familiar to you.
Do I tip?
Yeah. I literally had the thought of like,
They hold
do
up
I
a
give him a
tablet
gold?
that says, "It has a question for you."
This is familiar. The blood seeps through you, and then blackness, and you see the Raven Queen in front of you.
My queen.
My champion.
A lot of stuff's happening,
Mm-hmm.
and I come here to seek guidance.
What guidance would you like?
Well, it doesn't seem like our efforts to stop this dragon cult are necessarily working out. We keep losing a bunch of people.
Yes.
I'm sure you've been quite busy.
It's been difficult.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Death comes to us all.
Couple of questions, if you have a moment.
As you wish.
One, I noticed Edgar and the crows. ravens is what I meant.
Yes, my children.
Chill. Okay, cool. So, like, what's up with that?
They're watching over.
Oh, dope. Do you know anything, like, about why the forest feels off? It feels like, I don't know, I saw Edgar, and I got a sense that it was better. Is the forest dying?
Strange things are happening. Through the chaos and death. Great concern. But my vision seems to be clouded.
Oh, that's unusual.
I feel movement in this plane. However, I cannot discern or see what is coming next.
I'm sorry. All I thought was I feel God in this chili.
All right. Well, that's about what I expected.
I broke Phil too. Fuck.
Instead, she's like, I am God in this Chili's tonight.
As your champion, is there a way that I can have some of the ravens help us with, like, reconnaissance? Will they listen to me?
They would, but it would leave the city unguarded.
But just like a few of them is what I'm saying.
And you do have people that do that.
Yeah. I don't. This is a lot for me.
You are the champion.
Yeah, I figured being the champion was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna say, hoorah to my queen, which I do, and then die eventually. I didn't realize I'd be revitalizing a whole town in your name, which I'm happy to do. But, like, woof.
It is a lot.
Is there anything you can provide, any sort of guidance you can help us with on what our next steps should be?
Eliminate the dragons.
Wicked.
And I'm with you always.
And also with you.
God damn it.
What a fucking stupid joke. All right. Well,
Yep.
this has been enriching as always, and I'll leave you to it and get back to work, whatever that actually means.
When the dead finally reaches normal levels, we'll move forward.
Ah, wicked. Cool. All right. Well, I'm gonna head out. I love you. Goodbye.
As you wish. And you'll return, and the attendants are there above the pool.
Oh wait, I dive back in. Hey, real quick, what them ravens do?
You've already asked this.
I know, but I had to make sure I asked it the specific way. What them ravens do?
They watch over the town.
All right, cool. Love you. Bye. And then Babylon paps up.
The attendants are there again, and they'll hand you towels and
How long was I in there, guys?
about 30 minutes or so.
Ah, wicked. It only felt like 2. Anyway, all right. Babylon, I guess, has help putting their gear back on.
Yep. They'll help you and dry you down and make sure all the blood is off of you and pamper you a little bit.
All right, I'll give them each a couple gold, because I know we have a shit ton of gold somewhere.
They refuse to take anything.
Wicked. All right. Well,
Sneak it into their pockets.
yeah. Sleight of hand to put it in their pockets.
They're wearing just kind of cloaks and robes.
They're all fucking naked.
There's no discernible pockets.
Put it in their butt.
I don't know. With
their
a
butt-
21, they have to go somewhere.
The coin just hits the ground as you try to, like...
Put it in their butt cheeks.
I say you could put it in their prison pocket.
Up the butt.
Well, buy yourself something nice, and then Babylon with a 21. I feel like it hits the robes in just the right way where it sits, but then they move and it just falls down.
100%.
But Babylon didn't see it fall down.
And
So.
they'll pick it up and hand it back to you.
Oh, no. Babylon turned around and walked away. They can set it on their fucking
They're
nightstand.
just following you.
God, fine, fuck. I take the money back.
Mhm.
All right, I'll meet back up with. I guess. Where the hell is everybody?
I'm just over there quietly praying in the corner in the sunniest window.
Yep. And then you hear squawking and Ida yelling at birds.
I'm gonna go check on Ida first.
Yep.
Ida, you okay? What's up?
Yeah, I'm fine, I guess, but there's so many birds here.
Yeah, they're fine. They're not hurting you.
Those birds are just, they're just icky.
They're like rats with wings.
Oh, they
I'm
must.
sorry, are you mocking me?
It must be weird to be traveling with the
Who the
Raven.
fuck is this weird guy standing next to you, Ida?
Get out of here, Chad! Must be weird traveling with the Raven Queen's champion then, because apparently they're going to be around for a while.
Ugh, perfect.
Raven feathers everywhere.
Yeah.
I feel like they just keep landing in her face no matter what, and she's just like,
Why don't you go inside?
because I don't want to be in there either. It's
What?
culty in there.
It's a little weird in there. I agree. And this is I'm the champion of this fucking place, and I still think it's a little weird.
Well, can't you make them stop then?
I've been fucking trying.
Mm.
Snee will have heard Babylon come out and be like, where the fuck is everybody?
I try to give. There was servants in my fucking chambers, and I tried to give them gold, and then they followed me out of the goddamn chambers to give the gold back.
Are they still standing behind Babylon too?
I don't know what's happening here.
Yeah, this is giving like Maple Mire vibes, and I don't like that place either.
Yeah, we went from one weird to the next weird, didn't we?
Yeah, this whole world's got real cult vibes.
I feel like, though, unfortunately, it seems to be what we need it to be right now to fight fucking dragons.
That reminds me of the time that my mom went to one of those parties for where they sell containers to you and stuff, and then she came home with a bunch of containers saying that she was going to sell them for them.
Oh, yeah, the container goblin that walks around?
Yes.
Yeah, that guy sucks.
The container goblin is terrible because like the overhead is awful and you never actually sell any of that stuff. Our house was just drowning in containers.
Yeah, people can just have like, you can go to a grocery store and then take the food out of said container and use the container.
Right. Why does there have to be a party just about buying containers? It's crazy.
Fucking wild. God, I hate that goblin.
Anyway, that was my comedy sketch about MLMs and D&D.
Ba-da-bum.
Snee will have heard Babylon coming out of the chambers, and he'll finish praying, and he'll tie the 100 gold on his way out, and then show up right as they're talking about this and be like, I'm pretty sure that's called a pyramid scheme.
That's the fucking word. Snee got it. Anyway, fuck that goblin.
Yeah, the fucking... I'm trying to think of a punny name for Tupperware. I can't. Not coming up.
All right, anybody seen Enoch?
I have not.
All right, Babylon walked back in and see Enoch praying in a lighted the window. Hey, Enoch.
I'm just like kind of like in like my own like daze, like very deeply meditative, like praying right now.
So Babylon just walks up and kind of puts her hand, like waves it in front of Enoch's eyes.
My eyes are closed.
Snee will have picked up a feather and used his mage hand to tickle Enoch's trunk.
Constitution saving throw?
Sure. With advantage.
$19.
Dang it.
Enoch, you do feel Pelor's presence in this place. It feels distance. You also do feel the heavy weight of Pelor's might on your back.
Okay, so, well, if that's the case, like, because I've kept it like wrapped up and stuff like that, then I'm going to like take Pelor's might off my back and just like, you know, still with my eyes closed, like just like slowly feeling it, unwrapping it, and being very like ceremonious about doing it and like taking great care of this weapon.
It's beautiful. It's very stunningly beautiful.
And I talk to Pelor's might. What do I need to do? Pelor, please guide me. I need a sign of what to do next. And I know Babylon is the champion of the Raven Queen, and I understand that for there to be life, there has to be death. What should I do?
His presence still feels distant to you, almost like it's being held back. That there's a force. You feel that someone's trying to reach out to you, but there's a force holding it back. But you do feel the nudge to take upon the sword and to use your abilities for good. Because even in death and the chaos that's going on in the world, the sun still rises. And it's still bright.
Hold on, Zuck. So I'm going to cast Sending
Mm-hmm.
to a priest back where I'm from.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to say, I'm so far from home. I need guidance. I wield the weapon of Pelor. What should I do next?
Well, some time passes. And this mentor of yours just goes, strange times indeed, young Enoch. I think you being in the possession of the sword is a bigger deal than you even realize.
Well, then I'm going to cast it again and ask, what should I do with this sword? I am not one to seek violence. If anything, it goes against everything I've ever stood for. But these times seem to require more sword than shield.
Some time passes.
Use it for butt play.
Was that the sword?
No, that was Babylon in the corner.
Stick it up your butt.
Babylon has been
Stick it up your butt. All right, got 20 more words.
Babylon has been watching this from a distance. So that's who said use it for butt play.
What do I want to say here?
He's like, fuck, I didn't expect him to randomly just go off script, damn it.
No, I'm trying not to be too revealing.
Then put some clothes on.
I would assume that the priest wouldn't have, like, because, Pelor has, is very strained from what you've told me, so the priest probably doesn't have a similar one, but I kind of, need someone to tell me whether or not I should use the sword to hurt people, or if I should continue on the path that I've devoted my life to.
I think, young Enoch, the choice is yours. The sun shines bright, gives life, but also the intensity of the sun, the fire of the sun.
Do I hear him shrug?
Yeah.
Okay. What the fuck was that?
The shrugs.
All right, well, I burned 2 3-level or 3rd-level spells for that, so I'm
You
not
get
not going to say anything else.
you get a shrug emoji back.
And so I'm just going to kind of hold the sword and kind of channel my divinity through that, and then just ceremoniously wrap it back up with great care, and then put it once again on my back, away from ready to use.
You do feel a presence of when you're trying to wrap it back up, it's almost it doesn't want that.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to strap it to my back in a way that I can draw it if I need to.
Okay.
And that right there was what I needed. So and then I'm going to open my eyes.
Hey,
And Babylon. Oh!
Hey, cool sword.
You all would recognize the sword as the one that Kolobesh.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, hey, cool sword.
Thank you, Babylon.
Oh, you're welcome.
It is a sword that means literally more than anyone that I've ever met. And I don't know what I need to do with it right now, but I do know that this sword chose me, Pelor chose me, and I have to do what's right to save.
Join the club.
No, I get that. Yeah. No. I'm not a religious person. I've made that very clear. Don't let this all fool you, because I don't know what the fuck's happening here.
I mean, it's the same thing that you...
There's a couple of students just taking notes.
See what I mean? This is fucking weird.
Fucking weird.
Babylon, do you think maybe we could find like a private chamber without wandering eyes to just talk for a few minutes?
I mean, I was trying to earlier.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, can we do that now?
Yeah, we can go back to my lair and fuck. I mean, talk. You want these two? Are they coming too? Or
I would like to just... Actually, yes, they can come along.
hey, y'all, we're going to have a group chat.
What?
Sounds good to me.
So you will enter, and you do see this is Babylon's chamber. The pool of blood is sitting there. There's like raven... I can't say the word.
Iconography.
Iconography. Thank you.
Close enough.
Close enough. There's a statue of Babylon being built. And the attendants are there, but you can tell them to leave.
Hey, if I give you gold, will you leave?
No response.
All right, can you leave,
And they'll
please?
just file out.
Thank you.
So you are Enoch, specifically you, Enoch. This is almost a holy
Oh, absolutely.
place.
It's absolutely, like, very much like I take my shoes off.
A little bit. This would be like
And-
stepping into Pelor's sanctum.
Yeah, absolutely. So obviously I take everything in with reverence. Do I notice anything like artwork or any altars to the Raven Queen
Yes,
other than...
all of it.
Okay, anything like of note, like spectacular that I'm like, oh, wow.
There seems to be new artwork of Babylon punching a dragon in half.
Nice.
See what I mean? But this place has gotten fucking weird.
And there is older artwork of the previous champion, Liam Von Sol, carrying like the Raven's talisman and stuff like that. But
Sure.
new ones are being created.
Sure. I mean, Babylon, I know you had had some comments that you didn't want to say in front of everyone. But first, what did the Raven Queen say to you?
I wish I had better news, but not a lot.
So the reason why I'm asking this is because there was one thing that... Do you recount everything that the Raven Queen says to you?
Let's say yes.
Okay. So you made a comment about... Or the Raven Queen made a comment about when the death levels
Equal back out, yeah.
equal back out. Did you ask any further questions on that?
Honestly, no, because Ryan forgot to ask more questions about that. So hold on, give me just a second. Babylon goes back in.
Cannonball!
With all of your...
No, I do the thing. I do the shit.
Okay.
I do the shit.
You just strip naked in front of everybody?
I throw like I'm sure there's some sort of like
No.
claw. Well, you know what? I just weird. Made one.
Okay.
Calling the dudes to like
The dude squad.
hold up a towel while you're going.
That
like,
shouldn't have been that funny.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, boss.
Oh, you're talking to the Raven Queen?
Oh yeah, I cannonballed back in, baby.
Okay. So you'll see Babylon disappear completely underneath the blood. The Raven Queen appears to you.
Hey there, boss. You mentioned something last time I was here about the death levels returning to normal.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean by that?
Well, there has been many deaths that have been unprecedented.
Yeah.
That's not normal.
Okay. That. Okay. All right. Well, I may need you again here, so don't go too far.
I'm always here.
Babylon pops back up.
It's like telephone.
Yeah.
You're like at the edge of the pool, like whisper in my ear.
Yeah. Babylon pulls her head up. It doesn't mean fucking anything. She said it's unprecedented times.
Do you recount exactly what she says?
She said that.
She said that more people died than
She says-
needed to. So therefore,
Yeah, because there's a war going on.
yeah, I understand that, but she's saying that we need to do what we can to protect as many people, and we need to focus on saving people and not killing people
I mean, I get that.
to a certain extent, obviously.
And we're not killing people who don't need to be killed.
I don't know about that.
We're not doing it.
So I
We're
mean,
trying to take out the bad people who've taken over towns. I think that's different than us going on a mass murder spree like they're fucking doing.
Understood.
We could
Heard,
probably use more restraint.
I mean, I'm not disagreeing here, y'all. But I'm just saying, like, lesser two evil kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, just the big thing to me is that the mother of ravens, the queen of death herself, is saying too many people are dying.
Yeah, that's crazy. I know.
And that's insane. The only other thing I would ask is, does she have idea of what we should do next?
No, I did ask that question.
Okay.
She said that her sights are foggy. That she's unclear about what the future holds, which is very weird.
And she did point to the dragons again.
Yeah, she did say we do need to take them dragons out, but I kind of took that as red. Like, I get it.
Just leave your god on red.
No, she left me on red because I was like, what do I need to do? And she goes, kill dragons. Got it.
Okay.
Well,
Okay, Babylon. Thank you for reaching back out to.
Listen, I'm not good at any of this fucking shit. I didn't necessarily want to be thrown in a leadership position, but yet here we are.
And sometimes those that are thrown into leadership are the best leaders.
Yeah, okay. We'll see.
And I know it's early on and you're weirded out by this, but you are destined for amazing things.
Yeah, I know.
As you can see by this picture here, you punched a hole through a dragon.
I mean, I know I did. It was great.
And that means you can do a lot more.
Yeah, well,
I have faith in you, Babylon.
I hate this.
And all these people here in this town, there's literally a town devoted to you.
Babylon, does it help? Does it help you if I say I have reasonable doubts?
I mean, a little bit, yeah.
Like, there are, like, popcorn buckets with a fist popping through them of a dragonborn, like, in the theater.
Yeah, I didn't
Like-
fucking want any of this.
I mean, but can you see if we
Yeah,
can...
people are doing crazy
Can you
things
see if
with
we can
those,
get that
actually.
popcorn bucket?
I mean,
for-
I'm sure I can get us 3 truckloads of those goddamn buckets.
Just one is fine.
So, Babylon,
you only really need one.
Oh, no, I need 2. I need 1 for home and 1 for work.
No,
Okay.
but what I was wanting to say was exactly that. I don't know what the fuck this is. I don't know how to fucking handle it. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing, let alone how to fucking, I guess, have an army
Sure.
to my fucking disposal. Like,
Well, why don't we just nap on it and then?
I mean,
you know, I don't hate that idea.
I mean, naps are great.
I mean, they really are. Anyway,
Babylon, you...
Babylon is still talking, but his face down.
Okay.
Just pop.
I mean, you're always one to take action. You are always the first one into the fight. This is no different. It's just at a larger scale. So, if you were to take what you're doing right now and translate it into a fight, what would you do?
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm fucking selfish. I care about myself and the people that are the closest to me. I don't care about others.
You don't care about that little baby guy named Judy Chop that follows
no, I
you
do.
around?
I'm saying the people in this room are the ones I care about. 'Cause this is the family I have. I don't have family.
And you don't care about anyone else. You don't care about these people that have devoted their life to you. You don't care about the people that are just dying, for the sake of because
course.
someone felt that they deserved to live and these people don't.
This is a cruel and unjust world, and I want to try to do everything in my power to make it better. And I know what you're going to say. That's why this army's here. I get that. But
So-
this isn't the life I set out for, is what I'm trying to tell you.
So where you come from, Babylon, you're a fighter by nature.
And a fucker by hobby.
Jesus
When-
fucking Christ.
When did you when did you start fighting? What was your motivation to fight in the first place?
Ryan going to his backstory.
There's a very specific sign that you saw that I was laughing at.
Yeah, there's a very specific thing. Hold on. All right, we're Gladys, cut this out of the podcast.
Nope, leaving it.
Sure will, bud.
Gladys is our cat. She's not our editor.
She's our editor now.
Meow. You would remember.
I got it right here.
Okay, yeah.
Gladys would
Just
be a
says
terrible
skin,
fucking
yes.
editor.
Yeah, it just says fucks a lot. Weird. All right. Where is it? Oh, that's the lore. Okay, calendar. Yeah. Oh yeah. So, I became a protector when. You know who Iran is?
The country?
Iran? I can't remember how to pronounce her name. Iran.
Okay. Am I familiar with this person?
You've maybe seen her once, but you didn't pick her name up.
Okay.
She is next to the Silver Hands. She guards the Silver Hands. She is the head of the Knights Roses, the organization that we're a part of and that Mav is a part of. Her and I were married and in love until one night she was mugged and I tried to stand up to them and got my fucking ass beat. Thankfully, she was only minor scratches, but I got my fucking ass beat. And she decided to move on because she said I couldn't protect her. From there,
The scroll killed me.
I know.
Go ahead.
I needed to find some sort of direction in life. And now with the only person I ever loved gone, I just thought, fuck it. I saw a poster that led me into my first order, which made me a monk. That got fucking blown to shit because of the war. My leader, who was a drunk, also died. Oh no, that was I mixed up Caleb's. Yeah, Cirx was technically my boss until the war.
Sure.
I was right, Half Elf. Ha! It says, quote, think MMA badass chick for Cirx in the note.
Gotta have that to my note.
I got in this to help the little person because I was once the little person.
Oh, see, I was listening to you thinking that you were going to get all tough so that you could beat her ass.
Oh, God, no.
Oh, misunderstood.
I know it may seem it. I don't want to be violent, but I'll be the first to jump in and defend.
So,
And I feel every time I've jumped in, it's been exactly to do that.
and that right there is why you've been chosen to lead. All these people that have come here got their ass kicked by muggers. And now they're here
No, they got their ass kicked by a fucking dragon.
that stole their homes, mugged them of their homes.
Sure.
Just think of that at large scale. So, when your order fell, what did you do? You kept fighting. When you fought a dragon, when you came across a dragon, you kept fighting and you punched a hole through it.
And then I fucking died.
And then what'd you do
Enoch,
after you?
I fucking died.
But what did you do after you died?
I showed up with the fucking Raven Queen's door.
Okay. And did she offer you a choice?
She said, be champion. And I said, if it lets me live again, fine.
And why did you want to live again?
Because I have unfinished business here on Earth, on this realm.
And what is that unfinished business? I almost called you Enoch. Sorry, I sometimes I caught my reflection in your beautiful eyes. What is your unfinished business, Babylon?
Not in the mood to talk about it right now.
Okay, well, when you're
But
ready,
I will tell you, it has changed since fucking dragons showed up.
understood. Well, if and when you want to talk to me, you know you can always talk to me about that. I know sometimes religion can be a very weird thing, but it seems so far it's led you in the right direction.
What's led me in the right direction is I feel me.
Sidebar. Ida's gonna like lean over to Snee and be like, I think it's pretty obvious they just want their wife back, right? Or am I misleading myself again?
I think there's some truth in that.
Okay, so it's not just me.
We should let them talk for like 40 minutes. Well, Babylon, I know that you have stuff that you need to keep to yourself, and if and when you want to talk to me about it, that's perfectly fine. But it sounds to me that you have a reason to live, you have a reason to fight, and you have a reason to look out for the little guy. Every single person that's ever been pushed down in a gutter, whose house has been burned down, who's been robbed, who's been stabbed, or anything, you are the voice of that person. And I get it, you don't know what you're doing, but sometimes, as you typically do when we fight, you gotta roll with the punches. Sorry, did you get bored and start watching TikTok?
Mm-hmm. No.
Sorry, we're role playing in this fucking imaginary game that we call D&D. All right,
No, Tim, what were you watching? Now we need to know.
I was just checking Instagram and I was like, hey. I'm like, oh, my volume's on.
how many sharpened pencils can I fit in my butthole is what he was watching.
Yep.
The answer may surprise you.
10 great ways to sharpen.
Take great ways to sharpen pencils with your butthole.
My anus.
I appreciate the talk, Enoch. I do.
Just know anytime that
We
you
just-
need help navigating these things, I'm here for you. Religion is a very strange thing. I understand that, but you have to do what feels right for you.
Yeah, religion's not it for me, my boy.
Well,
I appreciate the lookout, and I'll keep a.
I
I'll
mean,
put a little check in the.
you did sign a contract with the Raven Queen, so religion is kind of for you by your choice. It may have been a very
all she said.
pressured choice, but a
All-
choice nonetheless.
All I did was come to this fucking temple, and she said, "Get more recruits." So I put out flyers, and that was it. I did not expect any of this, but I think that's enough talking about this shit because we obviously have things we need to get done. And I don't know what happened to Snee or Ida. Are they still?
I heard him
We're
whisper.
just
I heard him
literally-
I
whispering
say
over
they're
there.
literally
Watching.
standing right in front of you.
Yeah.
You know, you guys can't jump into conversations.
Just like awkwardly, just like.
You're welcome to jump into conversations.
Yeah, I know, but what am I gonna say? Y'all are over here therapizing.
I like to watch you two argue,
I don't think that was
That
arguing.
was certainly not arguing.
debating.
No, it's not giving me that one either, Snee. All right, well, it seems like the town's fine. I guess we can. I want to hit up Nevermore, and then I guess we're on to the next thing, huh?
Yeah, I guess we can check out Nevermore.
Y'all want to check out Nevermore?
Did we tell them that we need them to muster the army to march onto?
Oh, we're doing that now?
No, but we need them to get ready.
Oh,
That's
right.
not
All
getting away.
right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You're right. Hey, Cirx. Hi.
Yes.
Hi, Cirx. Hey.
Yes.
So while Cirx is talking, or while those two are talking, I'm going to talk to Ida and Snee and be like, so do you think our couple name would be Cernok or Enerx?
Cernok.
I would have gone with Snurks.
Snurks? Okay, we'll workshop it. And I
Which
also
means
want
that
to
was a
leave a
better
gold
name.
coin at the corner of the bloodbath.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, what else do you call it? Ow, fuck.
Pool of blood.
Pool of blood.
It's getting hot down here.
It is.
Hold on. Hey, guys, where are we heading after this?
I don't know.
You can either go to Tegan, which would be about 2 weeks, or you can head back to Maplemire, which would be 2 weeks,
I forgot why we came.
to gather allies.
We came to gather the Raven Queen's army to go to the main town.
Yeah, you're gathering allies for
go
the
to
war.
For Waterford.
And what Mav told you is there could be, obviously, the Raven Queen. There could be people in Tegan because you guys saved the city. There was a guard that you met at
Oh
one
yeah,
point.
we were gonna head back to Tegan and see if we can recruit there.
And then Bearborn with the Fat Dragon.
Yeah. All right. So we're shit's gearing up, Cirques, for a final push to Waterford. So I need you to make sure that we're at tip-top shape and ready to fucking go.
As you wish.
If you could, who here do you have anybody who's good at reconnaissance, who is sneaky, who can get in and out?
I mean, I would suggest Mav.
Yeah, but he sucks.
It's Mav. That's their whole thing.
All right. Well,
We gather. The original order was to gather knowledge,
yeah, you're right.
and now we're with the Raven Queen.
Well, no one's saying we can't also look for knowledge too.
Absolutely.
So I'll with you being my right hand here, my go-to, my number one.
She'll sadly look at her missing arm.
My left hand.
Oh shit, my bad. I wasn't even. You know, you look so good with only one arm. I forget you only have one arm. Anyway, as my number two, not a poop thing. I would like for someone, if anybody, to see if we can at least get some eyes on some part of Waterford. We don't have a whole lot of intel on what the fuck's happening. Besides that, there's a lot of fucking shit happening.
You would know that Mav, that's his whole thing. As Mav was going to gather intel.
Oh, right. Okay. All right.
Do we know of Mav?
He was on his way.
Okay.
He kind of directed you guys towards, hey, check out these spots,
Yeah.
gather allies. We're going to head out because this is what we do to
All right.
gather intel
So
for Waterford.
Tegan is still being rebuilt. Bearborn
Also, still kind of
still
being
kind of
rebuilt.
being rebuilt, but not nearly as bad.
But time has passed.
Yeah. So Tim, what I'm thinking is I want to send some, like a handful of those 12,
Mm-hmm.
either to, which one's further from us? Bearborn.
Bearborn.
I want to send. I'm thinking I want to send a handful of the well-trained monks to Bearborn for reconnaissance, and have them meet us back in Tegan.
You could do that. It's whatever you want to do.
Yeah. All right. You four, Daryl, and Daryl. That's 4 of 12.
It will take them quite a long time. We're talking like 5 weeks from here to get there.
I thought you said it was like a 2-week travel
To Tegan.
to Tegan. Okay.
Maplemire's kind of in the middle. It takes about 2 weeks to get to Maplemire, and from Maplemire, Bearborn's about 4 weeks.
What's Tegan to Bearborn?
Tegan to Bearborn would probably be about 5 weeks.
Okay.
As a DM, I would say Maplemire's been your staging area this whole
Yeah.
time.
All right. Send Daryl, and Daryl. You guys head to Maplemire and see what you can do to help Ultron. See if we can help them build up their forces and
You have 12 at your disposal.
oh, I know.
Okay.
I want 4 more of you to head to Bearborn, meet us back in Maplemire. Let us know what's going on there. Try to recruit. If they need resources, let us know. We can see what we can do to help. And we're going to head to Tegan and do the same. And then the other 4, help Cirques, be there for her, help train, keep the fight going. Boom, 12. Did it.
Well, the Cirques and those 4 could just head to Maplemire. There is someone that could, teach these people. The ones that can't. They're
Okay.
basically lower level.
I see. Okay. All right. Yeah, Cirques, you feel like going on a little adventure?
As you wish.
Don't like that answer, but if you want to go, I'm going to head to Maplemire as my liaison.
Absolutely.
Take Daryl, and Daryl with you.
Okay.
And then we'll send all 4 Dales with you. I'm sending 4 up to Bearborn to meet back in Maplemire with any reconnaissance and shit that they find out.
I'm going to kind of jump in here real quick. Do we know if we have any resources in Bearborn? Any assets? Anyone that we know there?
A dragon.
Yeah.
Oh, the dragon that doesn't like me. Fuck.
All right, we should probably go back to Bearborn.
Well,
The only people that you aren't really close with would be the Tegan people, and you only met the captain of the guard, Bacall.
All right. Real quick, when you all get to Bearborn, fair warning, the dragon's still alive. However, super cool. Like, weirdly cool. Do what you can to get him on our side. I forgot what I named him.
His name was Horg.
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 you just said that your number was 7 when you're flirting with them. You're like, my number is 7.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
It's true.
Horg. Talk to him. Talk to the townsfolk. See what they can do, if they can help, what they need to help rebuild their own city. And we'll all meet back up in Maplemire and devise a plan from there. Does that sound good to y'all?
I like it.
Sounds great.
And how far away is Mav from the big city? Like, what would be the traveling time?
This much.
Yep. It would be about 4 weeks for them.
So would he be there by now, or no?
it's only been 2 weeks.
Okay, fair
Yeah.
enough.
So Mav,
If you guys either go to Tegan or Maplemire, Mav will have gotten to Waterford.
Dope.
And you know that Ultron has some weird brain magic,
yeah.
like you're sending.
That's what I'm going to say. Like, we may not necessarily, this is kind of above tables, we might not necessarily need to send people. If we have resources, I can cast spells and I can talk to them. Horg might be tough because he didn't really like me.
Yeah.
But, like, if we have someone, the captain in Tegan,
Yeah.
Baclaw, like, I could reach out to them and see. And then when Mav gets to Waterford, I can send to him.
I think the sending spell, you have to be familiar with them.
I just have to know them. So if I met Baclaw,
I don't.
or wait, I didn't meet Baclaw. You're right.
No.
You're
So
right.
Horg and Mav, I could reach out
There was
to.
also the little girl.
Yeah, I could reach out a little bit. She didn't really like me much either. But
Sade.
No,
Shoddy is in.
Rachel.
Yeah, you named her after my wife.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot
Rachel and the big fat dragon.
Yeah.
because it's Rachel and Phil.
You can do sending, I think, if people explain the person to you, but there's a chance it fails.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't know who's talking to them. In their
Also
brain.
true.
Well, that's fine. I can talk to them.
All right. Well, I think Cirque's heading to Maplemire makes sense because she's a liaison.
Sure.
So high level stuff, strategy with Ultron, seeing what we can do to build up the forces between us, the two towns. Maybe build a light rail so we can get there in an hour.
Nice.
That'd be cool. Sending 4 of my guys up to Bearborn to talk with Horg. And we'll go talk to Captain Bacaw at Tegan.
Okay.
That work for y'all?
Yeah.
Works for me.
Yep.
I fucking hate saying this, but is there anything that that more might be able to help us with?
And this would be Ida's realm. Her family is in Moore, and her sister you met on the road. She was wounded in Bearborn and was headed back, but she is an adventurer.
I know it's like your city and where you grew up, but like
It would take you guys months to get to Moore.
Oh, I know.
Well, can you send one of these stupid birds?
The only thing is, the birds don't speak, so
Snee will pull out a piece of paper.
So they are useless.
Well, no, I can just cast sending and send it to Sheeta.
oh
Okay.
yeah, you did
Yeah.
meet her.
Yeah. So I can reach out to her in her mind. What
Oh,
do?
she'd hate that.
Well, I mean,
Well, it starts as a collect call. You're
I
getting
mean,
a call
we-
from Bob. We had a baby.
Quentin
It's the
State
boy.
Penitentiary. It's Bob and Carol had a baby. It's a boy. What do we want me to ask? Sheeta, what's going on?
Well, I mean, I come from a very extended family of adventurers, so
Well, I understand that, but I'm saying like what happened and more. I wasn't there, so I don't know. But I can obviously act as a
Most
conduit
where I died.
to you. Oh, okay. Well, we can
Yeah.
unpack that later.
Fuck that city.
there's mind control and stuff. But I mean, as far as I know, it was pretty chill afterwards.
Is-
When we left, it was pretty chill, right?
I mean, there was a wizard and shit there, and things weren't great, but
The paladins had arrived, but
it wasn't spooky because we were leaving before it got spooky.
as far as you know, nothing has really happened and more. You guys really didn't check up on it, but
Because the city's 9,000 million light years away.
Okay. Well, I guess. Do you want me to reach out to Sheeta and
Wouldn't
just
hurt.
ask her if everything's okay?
I mean, I would ask that and see if they are able to join the fight.
Sure. Okay. Sounds good. All right. I'm gonna cast sending. So 25. So I'll do the counting. Anything that you want me?
do we want to do this next week or in
That's
2
fine.
weeks?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I think it was next week.
Please, I'm so
Just so
tired.
you can think of some shit to say, because I'm gonna start casting. Just remember all the people that I mentioned. I'm gonna be reaching out to.
Okay, that's fair. Gives me a little prep.
He's cold calling these people.
Hey, do you,
I'm
have
taking a shit.
do you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior Pelor?
Click.
Hey, I'm calling you about your extended soul warranty.
Oh, sorry, I'm dead. Bye. Click.
I'm pooping. Yeah, we'll pick up in 2 weeks.
That's around our favorite holiday, everybody.
Our favorite holiday,
Hey.
9/11.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we talked about doing a tower defense game
Oh, is that
on
what
the
that was
table.
about?
Yeah.
Love you,
Ro-
bye.
Bye.
Love you, bye.
The BS role is Timothy Farr as our forever DM, Valerie Simone as Ida Gotham, Nick Urban as Snee, Ryan Freeman as Babylon's Wonderhood, and Phil Jacobs as Enoch Sunforger. You can find us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, or generally wherever podcasts can be found. You can also listen to us on YouTube /The BS Roll. It's audio only, and old episodes are being uploaded there. Don't forget to subscribe and leave us a review, or now leave us a comment on old episodes on YouTube. We do not advertise, so our ratings and reviews are the best way to help us grow. Thank you for listening, and I love you a lot. Fucking Phil.